There is nothing more heartbreaking than watching your dog get sick. Whether it's a sudden bout of violent diarrhea, chronic painful ear infections, endless skin allergies, or the devastating diagnosis of a chronic illness. When our dogs are suffering, we feel completely helpless. And if you are like most dog parents, you probably feel like you are trapped in a never-ending expensive cycle. Your dog gets sick, you rush to the vet, you spend hundreds of dollars on antibiotics or steroids, the symptoms go away for a month, and then they come right back. But what if I told you that the secret to breaking this cycle doesn't live in a prescription pill bottle? What if you could build an invisible biological fortress inside your dog, making their immune system so incredibly powerful that they can fight off preventable diseases before they even start? Hi, I'm Dr. Tony Lee, a veterinarian with over a decade of clinical experience. As a vet, my ultimate goal is to lose you as a sick patient client. I only want to see your dog once a year for a happy, healthy wellness check and then send you on your way. So today, we are moving beyond just surviving on standard dry kibble. We are going to talk about exactly what you need to add to your dog's bowl and what you need to replace in their diet to supercharge their white blood cells, destroy systemic inflammation, and build them into a fortress of health against everyday preventable illnesses. If you are ready to become your dog's ultimate health protector and potentially save thousands of dollars in vet bills over their lifetime, grab a notebook, hit that subscribe button, and let's build your dog's immune fortress. Chapter 1, the kibble illusion and the root of chronic illness. To understand how to protect your dog from chronic illness, you have to understand why they are experiencing these breakdowns in the first place. The vast majority of dogs today are fed a diet of 100% highly processed extruded dry kibble. Kibble is cooked at incredibly high temperatures. This process destroys almost all of the natural living enzymes, fragile amino acids, and bioavailable nutrients in the meat. To make up for this, companies spray artificial synthetic vitamins back onto the brown pebbles. But worse than that, to make the kibble stick together, it has to be packed with cheap, high glycemic carbohydrates, corn, wheat, soy, or legumes. Now, while dogs do possess genes that allow them to digest carbohydrates for energy, they have no biological need for the massive amounts of these cheap, starchy carbohydrates used to bind commercial kibble together. When they eat a diet packed with 40% to 50% of these processed sugars every single day, it creates a constant state of low-grade systemic inflammation inside their body. Inflammation is the root of almost every single canine breakdown. It causes the immune system to constantly overreact, which leads to severe allergies and itchy skin. It feeds yeast, which leads to chronic ear infections and red stinky paws. And over time, chronic inflammation damages their DNA, leading to premature aging and an increased risk of tumors and cancer. If you want to shield your dog from these chronic breakdowns, we have to extinguish that inflammation, and we have to put living, immune-boosting foods back into their bowl. And you don't have to throw away your kibble to do this. You just need to know how to strategically upgrade it starting today. Chapter 2, the inflammation eraser golden paste. The very first thing you need to add to your dog's bowl to start eliminating systemic inflammation is something you probably already have in your spice cabinet. It is turmeric. But you cannot just sprinkle dry turmeric powder onto their food. That won't do anything. You have to make something called golden paste. Turmeric contains an active compound called curcumin. Curcumin is one of the most heavily researched, scientifically proven natural anti-inflammatories on planet Earth. Studies have shown it is often as effective as prescription NSAID pain medications for joint and chronic pain, but without the dangerous side effects on your dog's liver or kidneys. It actively seeks out and shuts down the inflammatory pathways in your dog's body. So why can't you just sprinkle it on their food? Because curcumin has terrible bioavailability. If a dog eats it plain, their liver metabolizes it instantly, and they pee it right out. To unlock its medicinal power, you have to combine it with a healthy fat and just a precise small pinch of freshly ground black pepper. Black pepper contains a compound called piperine. In tiny amounts, it safely slows down the liver's metabolism, increasing the absorption of curcumin by an astonishing 2,000%. But be careful. Too much black pepper will severely irritate a dog's sensitive stomach. Here is the simple vet recipe for golden paste. You take half a cup of organic turmeric powder, 1 cup of water, just a half teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper, and a 1/4 cup of pure cold-pressed coconut oil. You gently heat the water and turmeric in a pan until it forms a paste. Take it off the heat and stir in the black pepper and coconut oil. Let it cool, put it in a glass jar in your fridge, and simply mix 1/4 to 1/2 a teaspoon of this brilliant yellow paste into your dog's food once a day. It will drastically lower their internal inflammation, soothe their achy joints, and free up their immune system to actually fight off real viruses instead of fighting their own body. Chapter 3. The Gut Shield, Probiotics, Prebiotics, and Detox. Did you know that roughly 80% of your dog's entire immune system lives in their gut? It's true. The microbiome, the trillions of good bacteria living in their intestines, is the command center for their health. When a dog eats sterile processed kibble, their microbiome starves. When the good bacteria die off, bad bacteria and yeast take over. This is called leaky gut. The intestinal walls become damaged, allowing toxins to leak directly into the bloodstream. This is why your dog gets random diarrhea, vomits yellow bile, or develops sudden food allergies. If you want your dog to have a bulletproof immune defense, you must armor their gut. And here are the most powerful natural ways to do this, starting with my favorite probiotic powerhouses. Probiotic Powerhouse 1, raw goat's milk or plain kefir. Pouring just 1 or 2 tablespoons of raw goat's milk, if you can find it at your pet store, or plain unsweetened milk kefir over your dog's dry food every morning, coats their stomach lining, repopulates their microbiome, and builds an absolute fortress against gastrointestinal sickness. Kefir, a fermented dairy product, is much stronger than yogurt, actively colonizing the gut with healthy bacteria, crucial for dogs recovering from antibiotics. Probiotic Powerhouse 2, plain Greek yogurt. While not as potent as kefir, plain Greek yogurt, unsweetened, xylitol-free, also delivers live probiotics that compete with harmful gut bacteria, boosting immunity and nutrient absorption. I recommend 1 tablespoon 3 times a week for maintenance. Gut Booster 1, plain pumpkin puree. This isn't just for Halloween. Plain pumpkin puree, not pumpkin pie filling, is packed with soluble fiber that acts as a prebiotic. It balances digestion, fixing both loose stools and constipation, while feeding your dog's existing good gut bacteria. Just 1 to 2 tablespoons can make a huge difference. Gut Booster 2, chia seed soaked. Chia seeds, when soaked in water for 10 minutes, form a hydrating gel. This gel smooths digestion, prevents constipation, and delivers plant-based omega-3s, calcium and magnesium for bone density. A half teaspoon of soaked chia seeds is a fantastic addition. Gut Booster 3, bone broth unsalted, no onion garlic. Bone broth is liquid gold for a damaged gut. Rich in collagen, glucosamine, and chondroitin, it not only supports aging joints, but also provides vital amino acids that help the liver detoxify the body and repair a leaky gut lining. Just 2 to 3 tablespoons drizzled over their kibble acts like a gut bomb. Chapter 4, the cellular defenders, antioxidants, and adaptogens. Your dog's body is under constant attack from free radicals, unstable molecules that damage healthy cells and accelerate aging. To keep them truly disease-resistant, we need to add foods packed with powerful antioxidants and adaptogens that protect them at a cellular level. Cellular Defender 1, blueberries, the brainberry. These tiny superfoods are high in antioxidants that neutralize free radicals, actively slowing down cellular aging and cognitive decline in senior dogs. 5 to 8 blueberries daily is a perfect dose. Cellular Defender 2, raw carrots, the dental stick. Beyond being crunchy and delicious, raw carrots mechanically scrape plaque off teeth while chewing. They also provide essential vitamin A and beta-carotene for excellent eye health and a boosted immune system. 2 to 3 chunks are ideal. Cellular Defender 3, raw apple, the allergy fighter. Apple slices contain quercetin, a natural antihistamine that fights seasonal allergies, plus malic acid to support liver enzymes. Always core the apple completely. Apple seeds contain amygdalin, which releases cyanide when chewed and digested. Apple seeds are highly toxic to dogs. Cellular Defender 4, turkey tail mushroom, the cancer guardian. We mentioned this in a previous video, but it bears repeating. In veterinary oncology, we view turkey tail mushrooms as powerful medicine. They contain 2 specific polysaccharides, PSK and PSP, which don't just support the immune system, they actively modulate it. When a virus, pathogen, or even a mutated cancer cell enters your dog's body, these compounds wake up your dog's white blood cells, specifically the natural killer NK cells, and command them to seek out and destroy abnormal cells before they can form a tumor. You can easily find high-quality organic turkey tail mushroom powder formulated specifically for dogs online or at boutique pet stores. Mixing half a teaspoon of this earthy powder into their bowl creates an incredibly hostile environment for diseases and viruses. It is one of the greatest defensive shields you can ever give your pet. Chapter 5, the fuel and fixers, proteins and special boosters, the 20% fresh swap. Okay, we've armed them against inflammation and boosted their cells. But remember how I said you don't have to throw away your kibble, but you do need to replace a piece of it. Welcome to the 20% fresh swap rule. If you want a robust, deeply healthy dog, you cannot feed them 100% heavily processed brown balls for their entire life. But switching to a 100% raw or gently cooked fresh diet can be overwhelmingly expensive for many families. The incredible news is that veterinary studies have shown that replacing just 20% of your dog's highly processed kibble with fresh, living, whole foods drastically alters their health trajectory. Here's how to build your 20% fresh swap menu with powerful, affordable ingredients. Protein Powerhouse 1, cooked eggs. Eggs replace proteins and biotin destroyed during kibble processing. They fix flaky skin and create a shiny coat. While popular for raw feeders, I clinically recommend soft-boiled, poached, or lightly scrambled eggs for dogs. Cooking completely neutralizes a protein called avidin found in raw egg whites, which can otherwise bind to biotin and lead to a deficiency over time. One cooked egg 3 times a week is a fantastic protein boost. Next is Protein Powerhouse 2, cooked beef liver. The absolute best, cheapest, and most nutrient-dense organ meat you can add to this swap is beef liver. Liver is nature's ultimate multivitamin loaded with bioavailable vitamin A, iron, copper, B vitamins, and zinc. Zinc is crucial for producing T cells, the very cells that fight off sickness. Buy a pack of fresh beef liver or chicken livers from the grocery store. Cook it completely through to eliminate any harmful bacteria. Chop it into tiny, bite-sized cubes and freeze them. Now, liver is incredibly powerful medicine. It is so rich in vitamin A that it should only make up about 5% of their total meal. For the rest of that 20% fresh swap, combine it with the antioxidant-rich whole foods we just discussed, like steamed broccoli or fresh blueberries, joint and brain lubricant sardines. Canned sardines must be packed in water with no salt, are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which reduce joint inflammation and protect the brain and heart from aging. They're great for dogs with silent arthritis or paw-licking allergies. One small can once a week is all you need. Mood and Energy Booster 1, cooked sweet potato. Cooked sweet potato contains vitamin B6, which directly boosts serotonin in the brain, improving a flat or dull dog's mood and energy. Since it is a carbohydrate, use it sparingly for overweight or highly allergic dogs. A quarter cup 2 to 3 times a week is a great functional treat. Mood and Energy Booster 2, raw ginger. A tiny amount of raw grated ginger accelerates digestion, reduces gas, bloat, and nausea, making it great for car sickness and stimulates healthy blood flow. Just 1/8 of a teaspoon once or twice a week can work wonders. Allergy and immunity booster, raw local honey. Raw local honey contains trace amounts of local pollen, acting as natural immunotherapy for environmental allergies while making the food irresistible to picky eaters. However, raw honey contains trace amounts of botulism spores. While adult dogs have strong enough stomach acid to handle it, a puppy's delicate digestive system does not. Never give raw honey to a puppy under 1 year old. For adult dogs, a quarter teaspoon once or twice a week is plenty. Chapter 6, the immune destroyers you must stop doing. I have given you the exact blueprint to armor your dog, but none of these additions will work if you are actively doing things at home that secretly destroy your dog's immune system. Before we finish, I have to give you the crucial Dr. Tony warning list. Immune destroyer number 1, feeding rancid kibble fats. Many owners buy massive 40 lb bags of dog food to save money, and they leave the bag open in the pantry for 2 or 3 months. The moment oxygen hits kibble, the sprayed-on fats begin to oxidize and go rancid. Feeding your dog rancid fat every single day causes massive oxidative stress, destroys their healthy cells, and aggressively suppresses their immune system. You must keep your dog food in a completely airtight container in a cool, dark place, and ideally use the entire bag within 30 to 45 days of opening it. Immune destroyer number 2, the over-cleaning myth. We love our dogs to be clean, but bathing your dog too often with harsh, scented pet store shampoos strips their skin of its natural microbiome. Yes, their skin has an immune system too. If you strip their natural oils, you invite yeast and bacterial infections like staph to take over their skin. Unless they rolled in mud or something smelly, dogs only need a true soap bath once every month or 2. Immune destroyer number 3, introducing new foods too fast. While we are talking about adding new healthy ingredients, throwing too many new foods into your dog's bowl too quickly will cause violent, explosive diarrhea and vomiting. Your dog's digestive system needs time to adjust. Introduce just 1 new ingredient for 3 to 5 days, watch for any tummy upset, and if all is well, then introduce the next. Slow and steady wins the race for a healthy gut. I know we covered a lot of deep veterinary science today. From the golden paste to the turkey tail mushrooms to all those delicious kitchen ingredients, it might feel like a massive amount of information, but please understand you do not have to do all of this on day one. Start small. Tomorrow morning, try adding a tablespoon of plain kefir and a few blueberries to their bowl. Next week, maybe try making a small batch of golden paste. By slowly introducing these living, immune-modulating foods into your dog's diet, you are doing something profound. You are taking their health out of the hands of big commercial pet food companies, and you are taking control. You are ensuring that their body has the exact tools it needs to fight off bacteria, viruses, and chronic diseases before they ever turn into a sickness that requires an expensive vet visit. You are giving them the gift of a long, pain-free, vibrant life, and as a vet, there is absolutely nothing I love seeing more. If this video gave you hope and empowered you to take charge of your dog's health, please smash that like button, hit subscribe, and share this with a friend who wants their dog to live their longest, healthiest life. I'm Dr. Tony Lee. Keep your dogs healthy, keep them happy, and I will see you in the next video.